Hey, welcome to World Entertainment. And it looks like Deadpool is making a return already because Ryan Reynolds has suited back up as the Merc with a mouth for some sort of secret project that also seems to have the character of Blind Al in it as well. It also seems to be set at Christmas time. So of course people are now asking the question, are we getting a Deadpool Christmas special? And we're gonna have a look at this article, because if it is a Christmas special, then my god, did Disney move quickly to try and capitalize on the success of Deadpool and Wolverine. But there's other suggestions in there as what it may also be, which leans a little more into could make sense, at the same time not really. But we will dive into this, and we do have images as well. But just before we do, yep, if you don't mind, and if you're brand new to the channel, hit the sub button. Do it. If you're brave enough, do you have the balls? Do you have the cojones to hit that sub button? Do it. Do it. And once you do it, thanks for doing it. And welcome. So, let's dive into this, shall we? So it says, months after Deadpool 2 was released in 2018, 20th Century Fox announced plans for a Once Upon a Deadpool. The sequel was toned down from an R rating to PG-13, and filmmaker David Lynch returned to shoot a few new scenes, including a cameo from Fred Savage. Now, if people remember, they put out it was basically Deadpool 2, just with a few extra scenes, and seemed to be a bit surrounded by Christmas. So it says, it made money but received a mixed response from fans and critics for being what many felt was ultimately a cash grab. Now, speculation is running rampant that we might get a Marvel Studios produced Deadpool Holiday Special. Now, before we go on with that, the whole cash grab part in the mixed reviews, yes, once people actually went to see this movie and realized, oh, it's basically a toned down, edited version of Deadpool 2, they went, yeah, it's a cash grab. They just want to keep Deadpool going, and they're just giving us the second movie again with a few extra scenes here and there. The mixed response, well, the majority of the response was actually quite negative, because they were all like, again, they felt cheated because people went, it's just Deadpool 2, but without all the violence and language. And then they also said the extra stuff didn't really work, and the fact that it was toned down didn't work. And that was the other thing we were all looking at, especially seeing as the whole Disney deal for Fox was right around the corner, was the question, were they doing this as a test to see what the response would be to a PG-13 version of Deadpool, so they could easily move them into the MCU? And of course, it didn't really work. So, it continues anyway in saying, Deadpool and Wolverine star Ryan Reynolds took to Instagram last night to share some behind-the-scenes photos from a recent shoot with Blind Al actor Leslie Uggams, I think is how you say it. I have no idea how you pronounce her second name. Look closely and you'll notice that their apartment was decorated for Christmas. It seems some green screen work was also required. James Gunn's The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special was a hit on Disney Plus a couple of years ago, and the Merc with the mouth could get away with one that revolves solely around Deadpool and Al in their apartment. It's also possible this is for Deadpool and Wolverine's planned Oscar campaign, or even something to do with the movie's eventual streaming debut. Now, with that part, the holiday special for Guardians of the Galaxy, yes, it did work. It was actually enjoyable. One of the only things Marvel had put out in recent years that was actually worth a watch. It, you know, the trailers made you kind of go, oh god, this looks a bit and then you watch it and it was actually quite fun. The part that doesn't really make sense is the Oscars campaign. Why would it be set at Christmas? I don't understand that. That just makes no sense to me. Plus, why would you really go into whole shooting this much with more than one actor, green screen, all that for an Oscar campaign? And are Disney that desperate for Oscars? Like, really? I can tell you now, other than the likes of special effects or makeup and costume, Deadpool and Wolverine hasn't a hope of winning Oscars. What, do they think it's going to fall into the best movie category, best direct? No, it hasn't a hope for any of that stuff. So why waste the money in doing that? As for it saying the eventual streaming debut, it seems a bit lavish to do this much work for a streaming announcement. You know, like the movies don't even come off the big screen and the companies announce the streaming dates. So that doesn't really make sense. It could be something for Christmas just to announce like a special bundle for Disney Plus or something. Who knows? But it says anyway, social media scoopers have claimed Deadpool 4 is in the works, but Ryan Reynolds was asked about that earlier this year. He joked, "Oh God no, my wife and children will divorce me." Despite that, we've been led to believe both Wade Wilson and Wolverine will factor into the next Avengers movies. Now, the funny thing is, I did a video about Deadpool and Wolverine not that long ago, a few weeks ago, and someone clapped into it and said, "Oh my God, he's firmly said he's never coming back to the role," and stuff. And it's like, no, he didn't. There you see, he joked about it. It's also the fact that it's well known that he is ready to come back for more. What he means by that, by saying it's in the works already, is basically, yeah, no, we're not working on it right now. You know, the first movie's only finished its run. They're not going to be jumping right into making more. So it says then, this can't be anything too secretive because Reynolds wouldn't have posted it on social media in that case. He's got fans talking though, and we're hoping an official announcement will soon follow. So then you can see the images as well. So and he just says that was fun today in one of them. And then you're just seeing them going, got to see the gorgeous, legendary one and only, and Leslie, however you pronounce the second name. There's the image with the green screen and stuff. And I got my annual jar of Richie's pickles, the greatest pickles in the universe. Just ask anyone in the universe, and all this type of stuff. You can see the green screen, and it still looks like they're kind of working on the set around them, or else something. Yeah. So we've no real idea what this is for. Could it be now? Here's the thing. If it is some sort of Christmas special, I doubt it's a movie version like the Guardians of the Galaxy one. I can't remember the runtime for that. I'm pretty sure it was like an hour and a half or something. This could just be a 45-minute, quote-unquote, episode. Just like this one-off episode for this little kind of holiday special type thing. We really don't know. Again, well, you see, here's the thing. They're saying it's obviously not that secretive because he wouldn't have put it on social media. And yet, at the same time, we're not knowing what it is. So, obviously, Disney wouldn't want it out there if it was something major. But would they really want it out there as well? At all? Because this will just have people going, well, what is this? And then you get speculation like this. And then they're going to have to try and answer for that. Don't know. I suppose we will find out, as long as it's not, I hope it's not some sort of announcement of a PG-13 version of Deadpool and Wolverine that's going to get re-released into the cinemas at Christmas or something, because then you are going major cash grab. We'll wait and see. If he's already putting images up and stuff, he's probably going to announce what the hell this is for eventually, sooner rather than later, I would assume. So we'll find out at some stage. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.